Building with light in Minecraft is weird. Either you light your builds up and find yourself in a sea of torches, or you don't, which is the more commonly preferred method by me, and have a bunch of totally harmless new friends joining you in your base at night. Two options which are kinda suboptimal. Hey, I'm Kremon, and today we're going to be fixing this issue by building a Cyberpunk shop selling light blocks, which are usually reserved for creative players only. And also constructing a mob switch, a device which enables us to disable mob spawning. Starting off with the villager selling light blocks, and you can actually see a time-lapse of me doing that in the background. I used mcstacker for this because it's just really useful and I don't have to remember all the parameters I have to put into the villager. With that being said, this is just the coding part and we'll be coming back to this villager in a bit. And next up I want to build a mob switch, which prevents new mobs from spawning, so we are safe at night. I'm using a design by Mango, which I slightly modified to suit my needs. The link is in the video description, and I've actually already found a location, so let's go! Okay, as you can see, it's finished and there's been a few changes. Sorry for the bad performance when I look in this direction. I'll explain it in a second, you just have to bear with me for a second. Anyway, there's a wall around it. That's just to keep mobs from going near the wardens and distracting them while I was spawning them. This actually happened once and my second account, AFKing right here, got killed. And yeah, that was kind of unfortunate, but I managed. Anyway, so as you can see, I don't know if I explained this, but there's like a built-in counter and it counted to 350, meaning there are now 350 wardens up there, and that's also why my performance is so terrible. Yeah, they are being kept busy by this node block right here, so they don't despawn, and usually you don't go in near this area. As I already explained, it's really far away and only being loaded by a chunk loader, which is right over here and not directly next to the machine, because that would make the wardens be loaded fully and they would also have AI, and as you might be able to tell from my FPS if I look in this direction, it's not the greatest. And the same goes also for the server performance, so that's why we keep them in so-called lazy chunks, so they're basically just a number in the game and don't cause such a big performance impact. And it's working beautifully, as you can see. Areas where there were usually a ton of mobs, including this jungle, it was really unsafe and I was always scared to blow things up. There's now not a single mob inside, which is amazing. And the same of course goes also for our shopping district, which is a notoriously dangerous place to be at night. And yeah, now as you can see, it's pretty safe. I usually had to every once in a while fix this place up because there were creepers exploding left and right and you basically just couldn't be here at night. Which is a pity because there are some builds that really look amazing at night, for example the Cyberpunk shop. Speaking of which, at the beginning of this episode I made a light block trader, as you might remember. And of course I can't just place that anywhere right here, this of course needs a proper build for it, and I thought, with this theme of the episode being like kind of lights and shadows and I don't know, is that a theme? Anyway, so there's like a beautiful spot right here and I've conveniently also already prepared a build for it, and yeah, the only thing I need to do is gather a few materials and then we can already start building. It's raining now. I guess that's my time to go gather materials. I would have loved to have done this material gathering montage, but I actually just had all the materials except for wool and concrete, which was really boring, so I just skipped that part. And no, I didn't skip it, obviously I did it, but you don't have to watch it. Here are the materials and here's the build. Alright, as you can see, the build is done. I took heavy inspiration from Venom's shop right here, and also from Smallish Beans' Hermitcraft Season 10 base. And yeah, it has this lovely neon sign right here, spelling out lamps. And of course, as we have discussed earlier, right here is our villager we made in the beginning of this episode, and he is selling lights. Yeah, I made sure to kind of balance them. It's really difficult with things like that, but this will come in really handy when decorating. You know, I'm really hoping that other people will also be inspired by this entire thing and build their own Cyberpunk themed shops, which will make this area look amazing. I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully that will happen. Please build Cyberpunk shops. Please. It's not that hard. Anyway. Yeah, sadly this is also everything I have time for in this episode. It's a really short one and took a lot, not a lot of time, but a really long time to make. Because, yeah, I don't have too much time to work on videos. However, I will continue to do so, and you will see the next episode. I don't know when. We'll see. Goodbye.